What if I told you? A college dropout changed the way the world connects forever. Hey guys, welcome back to MaazZ View. You've probably heard of him, the man behind one of the largest social networks ever created. But his story? It's anything but ordinary. This is the story of Mark Zuckerberg, the man who built Facebook, but whose journey to success was filled with controversy, struggle, and unexpected twists. It all started in 1990. A curious boy named Mark was born in White Plains, New York. A computer genius from the very beginning, Mark was always more interested in code than, say, playing sports or hanging out with friends. In fact, by the time he was in high school, he had already created a music software called Synapse, which caught the eye of Microsoft and AOL. But he was just getting started. Fast forward to 2004. Mark was just a sophomore at Harvard University. But here's where it gets interesting. He wasn't even interested in joining the social scene at Harvard. Instead, he was locked in his dorm room, coding away on what would soon become Facebook. What started as a platform for Harvard students to rate each other's attractiveness soon spread to other Ivy League schools and then to campuses across the country. As Facebook grew, so did the controversy. You see, there was another group of students at Harvard who felt Mark had stolen their idea. The Winklevoss twins and Divya Narendra accused Mark of stealing their idea and suing him for millions. What followed was a bitter legal battle, with Mark famously saying, "I'm not a thief." But the courts would decide. The world was watching. Who would win this battle for the future of social networking? Well, Mark did. After a long legal battle, Facebook was declared his creation. The Winklevoss twins and Narendra would settle for a hefty sum of money and a few shares in the company, but it was Mark who emerged victorious. The twist here? Despite the legal drama, Facebook only grew stronger. Facebook went global. It wasn't just an American thing anymore. By 2006, it had millions of users around the world. And then came the big move. Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard to run Facebook full-time, and this was his biggest risk. Now, here's the kicker. His dropout decision led to more criticism than praise. Many called him foolish. How could a college dropout build something so important? But, as history shows, Mark was onto something big. In just a few years, Facebook turned into a multi-billion-dollar company and became the world's largest social media platform. The risk paid off. But success, it doesn't always come without problems. By 2012, Facebook was facing public criticism over its data handling, privacy concerns, and some rather unpopular updates. There were rumors about its decline. Could this be the end of the social media giant? Mark had a secret weapon, his vision for the future. In 2014, he made a bold move and acquired Instagram. And then, in 2014, he bought WhatsApp. Now, Facebook wasn't just a social network. It was an ecosystem. And as if that wasn't enough, virtual reality became his next target. Through his company Oculus, he dove headfirst into the world of VR, aiming to create the next big thing in tech. Mark's personal life wasn't a fairy tale either. Behind the billionaire, there were moments of doubt, pressure, and fear. At one point, he even faced a deep sense of loneliness. A man who had created a platform to connect the world, but at times felt isolated himself. Yet, through it all, he stayed focused, growing his empire while trying to balance family and work. Today, Mark Zuckerberg isn't just the CEO of Facebook. He's the leader of an empire that includes Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, and much more. Facebook now has over 2.8 billion active users and continues to shape the future of social media. Mark Zuckerberg, the boy who changed the world, and is still changing it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of success, mystery, and ambition.